many weeks later, my guilt. About 4 months ago, I started the journey of planting green collards in my garden, and it took about 1.5 months to begin harvesting from that crop. Today, I'm going to be sharing with you the process of planting and also the lessons I've learned this year. Though it's not the first time for me, but every year or every season rather, it is a chance for me to learn and implement better techniques and get better results. So I hope that you enjoyed this video, and if you do, please like, leave a comment, and subscribe if you haven't. I woke up and chose to apply some fertilizer. On this side, I don't know if you can see. I think you can see this one over there at the base of the plant. And I'm hoping I have not put placed the fertilizer where it's too close, where it can burn the plants. Oh, they look so good. They're doing a dance. But I am quite happy. I've eaten this type of greens. It's not really something that I like. I prefer the other ones, the ones that grow as suckers compared to this one. But somehow I'm kind of tired of these other ones, the suckers. Lately, whenever I eat them, I'm just gassy, which did not happen before. I don't know what changed. So I might look for another variety of greens, and I think I'm going to try the curly kale. That's the name. There are other varieties. I'm going to try them as well. Look at this row. This row was the first one that I planted, and you can see the second one, not this one. The second one from way back there. You can see they are quite tall, all the way to here, and the rest are shorter because I planted them around the same time as this one's. This one maybe. These ones are just small because when I transplanted them, they are quite small, so that's why. But I think they'll catch up. Over there, I had not done this, so I added another row. Over there's 2 rows as well. So I have 4 rows. And this section is where Mom planted the beans, and you can see some of them are sprouting. Let's zoom in. Yep, they've started sprouting, and there's a maize over there, maize plant coming up. Time to do a first harvest. It's time. These ones are dry. I don't know, is this one okay? Very soft. Okay, I can see. Planted these greens during rainy season, so they didn't take long to take root and grow big leaves. Oopsies. Here's my first harvest, and I couldn't be more proud. I had only sown a teaspoon of seeds some months ago, and I didn't think I'd get such a huge harvest from a tiny crop. I remember transplanting about 25 to 30 plants, and I can say that almost 90 or 99% even of the plants made it to the first harvest. Wow. So far, I've not applied any pesticide, so that will be the next thing to do. Right? Almost a month. I think a month, not almost. Okay, since I planted them, and today we are trimming them and harvesting some. What is this thing? Or is it bad poop? Yeah. So wanapita wakiashiria. Because I've seen some whitish things on the beans. Ile bean planter. This type of greens is quite easy to plant and maintain. I'd been gifted a few plants back in 2024, and luckily I left one to bolt, and that's how I got seeds for this season. Ndio nilisema acha nipande hii kwa sababu ile ingine I don't know. Hata nilikuwa nasema nitatafuta spinach, ni vile hiyo time sikuwa na hiyo spinach. But spinach ni rahisi inamea. Na siwezi iweka hapa karibu. Cheki hii iko na style tofauti. Sasa tushamaliza. Kind of looks like cabbage. Broccoli. Very soft. Ni vile ziko ndogo bado. She's just barely 1 month. Yeah. Very soft. Hii kwanza ingepata egg. May I go out? I don't know if I've said this before, but I've learned to expect the unexpected when it comes to weather. One day it can be clear skies, the next day dusty winds, another day it could be a hailstorm. And that is what happened. This is the result of a hailstorm. These ones have been pelted. The vines are not spared either. Kind of look like millet. Even after a hard hit, the plants always find their way back. I never get enough of watching their resilience. And as a student of life, I am always left in awe at their tenacity. I mean, they don't look like what they've been through, and they've been through a lot. gonna video. These are the African nightshade seedlings, and when they ripen, so what you do is smash them. I put them in a bag, and I'm squeezing them so that I can extract the seeds. I tried using this stick and I ended up smashing my hand, and it might tear the paper, so I don't want that, but I can use my thumb to squeeze. I like the way that color, purple, really beautiful. So this is just a couple of seeds, maybe like 10 to 20, no, I think probably 20, less than 20 seeds in here. And they, not seeds, what am I saying? The fruit. And then I'm going to soak this overnight, then squeeze a little bit more, and then strain out the water and dry up the residue, and then I'll use that too in my seed bed. I'll propagate the seeds. So today is the 5th, I think it's the 5th of December, and I'm on my last leg for these vegetables. I planted them back in August, and today I want to do one more watering, and then I call it quits because they started bolting and I don't want to push them any farther. But I want to see if I can do a bit more. I can get one more harvest, then I let them be. So let's do that. Here's a container that I was using yesterday and it did not really work, so I'm just going to use it to fetch some water, and then I pour some into this. Yes, and I wash this bottle thoroughly. I think I'll fill it up to there. Then I tie it and I leave it outside. So I've tied it. Oh, look at that color. So beautiful. I'm going to leave it somewhere here. I hope I don't forget. Yeah, this is the banana water. Just soaking some banana peels. And I think I can use them even today, but I'm just going to let it sit for a while, maybe 2 more days, and then I will put it in my plants, the pepino plants, and I also have a, what is it called, gooseberry plant. So here is the gooseberry, and it's already flowering. This is one plant branched off, and there's another one over there. Over here there's another one, behind it another one, but this one is the biggest, and mom is the one who planted it here. See, there's the fruit. This is the first fruit, and then the second one, many more others. So we've been irrigating. So I'm going to put the water in here and then put it like this so that it can flow into the base of the plant, just like that one. But yeah, I have 2 garlic plants growing. I'm going to check on them and see how they will progress. I know it takes quite a while, so I'm just going to use this as a It's an experiment. Let's check on the Sukuma Wiki. This is how they look. Mm. We are in December, and that means that the weather is mostly sunny with little to no rain in these parts of Eldoret. The greens are beginning to bolt, so that means that their growth season is coming to an end. I, however, want to extend their seasons for a bit because I am short on vegetables. I have some nightshade and a bit of the other type of greens, but those ones are quite tired. I don't know if that makes sense, but I am dealing with just a little bit. So, and the other option is buying them from the shops, and it's not ideal because the prices are on the higher side because of the same issue. There is an overall shortage because less farming is happening, and most of our farmers or anyone who has a kitchen garden, most of the people rely on the rain, and so that's just not gonna work for me. So I'm trying my best to extend or to maximize what I have. Uh, this one, I can see it has big leaves, but it's starting to bolt, so I'm going to break that. Sometimes I also cook this, but they're kind of tough, so you have to cook them for quite a while. So I'll break them off like that to fatten this ones up. But for one like this, I don't think there's anything I can do. They're already done. These ones have not yet started, so I can still eat that one as well, and this one, these ones too. The beans are drying up. They didn't do too bad, but I think they could have done better. And maybe we're better off than our neighbors because they planted late compared to us. We got the first um weeks of rain, so not so bad. The last few drops, I guess, not the first. But they, however, I think they planted and then a week later, rain subsided. Over there is the mustard. Is it mustard? It's called the rape. I call them mustard. I guess they're in the same family. This is the Ethiopian rape, and I want to harvest a bit over there because they're quite many, quite, what's the word? Quite cramped up. I planted too many in one small space, so I'm learning that, and I'll do better next time. So let's do, I think, two more cans and then we wrap it up on this side. Then I start preparing for supper. So that will be all for today. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.